All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. 67% of schools operate as exam magic centers, says Ethic Marshals. Now, in case you don't know what exam magic centers are, let me explain. Schools that operate magic centers are schools where during exams, mainly WAEC, NECO, and JAMB, the answer to the questions are solved by teachers and given to the students to copy with the full knowledge of the external invigilators who must have been bribed. So there is no need to study. Students can be going about doing whatever they want. No need to study for WAEC and NECO at all. On the day of exams, say mathematics, a good mathematics teacher will show up and solve all the questions and then dictate the answers to the students. And the same process is repeated for all the subjects. Parents pay heavily to have this service rendered to their children. Over 67% of schools in Nigeria today operate like this. This is the country that we are in. And when we say that this country is a sinking ship, some people will say we are exaggerating. Can't you see what is happening to the country? And when you say that it is wrong to do it like that, can you believe that these students, these small boys, 15 to 17-year-old boys and girls will tell you that even our politicians don't have certificates? So why are you telling them not to do their own? Every sector in this country is almost dead. And few hours ago, another 200% increase in the price of a major commodity was observed. And that threw the nation into chaos. And just as we're yet reacting to that, another very shocking announcement from Aso Rock began making the rounds. The United Nations predicted that 2025 would be a much tougher year economically than 2024. It is only February and Tinubu has proved them to be very right. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. This is more or less a face-off between Daniel Bwala and Rufai Oseni. On this occasion, Bwala was not pampered like we see him being pampered on other TV stations. Daniel Bwala shamelessly said that all his criticisms of Tinubu before Tinubu hired him to become a spokesperson have now become irrelevant. And Rufai replied him. Rufai said, then you are not a man of conviction. See the video.
The reason I'm here today is because I have never been afraid to appear on Arise TV. I have been a friend of this TV station, and like I said when I began, I appear on Arise in London and here. During your gossip section, you call it stories trending.
No. It's not gossip. Yeah. It's public opinion.
You call it, I have opinion, the same way you people express your opinion, I'm expressing mine.
But it's not gossip.
The gentle lady here, Ayo, insinuated by what she said, let him come here, as if I am running away from coming to this station. It is for that singular reason. I tweeted, I said, that is innuendo. Fix a date and time, I'll be here, and I will come to the Lagos studio to answer your question.
Very good. True to
So
time. So answer the second question I asked you.
What is the second question?
The same government you said all those things about.
Yes.
That Tinubu didn't win this, and all of that. That processes were shambolic. You were speaking for Atiku.
Everything.
Yes. You admit you said those things against this government. Why are you still serving in this same government?
Good.
The government you called a night of 1,000 laughs if they get elected. Why are you serving in? Are you part of the joke?
So if you ask the question, you wait for me to answer.
Go ahead, Bwala.
Good. I was in the opposition.
Yes.
In case you don't know, the role of the opposition is to oppose the government. In doing so, you de-emphasize the strength of the government and emphasize your strength. Where they have strength, you allow them to argue their matter. They rest their case on their strength and not on the weakness of the opposition. When I made a decision on the 10th of January, and after I visited the president, from that day till date, I speak well of the president and I support his activities. Now you ask, I spoke. Can I have water to drink, please?
Sure.
Yeah, please get him water.
You said I spoke against him.
You said a lot of things. You delegitimized him. You said it was not a legitimate government. All the things you said. Do you still stand by them, or you had a change of heart?
They are irrelevant.
They are irrelevant. So the question is, you are not a man of convictions. Because if you said those things out of your convictions, then So your convictions change?
So here, every day, wiki, and at the end of the day, you people sat and nominated him as the best minister. So you are not a station of conviction.
Anyway, it's not
Can I
it's not Arise that nominated him. It is this day that nominated him.
This day,
secondly,
so
you are saying you don't have convictions.
You saw that. Daniel Bwala had to demand for water as he was being drilled by Rufai Hussaini. This is what journalism is all about. Not this pampering of guests that we see flying around. A man sits right in front of you telling lies while the whole world watches and you cannot put him in his place. That is wrong. So, as Rufai rightly said, Bwala is a shady character, a shameless man with 1,000 tongues, one who should never be taken seriously. He's just jumping from one rich politician to the other, earning a living, defending their lies. What a shame. And this is my warning to Kenneth Okonkwo. He should not end his political career as a praise singer for any politician. There is a lot of pressure on him to join the APC because of his vocal dexterity and eloquence, but if he joins the APC, he will never amount to anything more than a spokesperson. Mr. Kenneth, be warned. Now, let us look at details of the top stories. First is that 200% increase in a major tariff that sent the country into chaos. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that, that update from Aso Rock in conjunction with CBN Governor Yemi Cardoso began making the rounds. Another burden has been placed on the masses of this country to fund the lifestyles of criminal politicians. Let's start by taking that update on the massive increase in tariff. Look at how the papers reported it. Telecom's tariff hike. MTN increases data charges by 200% in Nigeria. Releases new pricing structure. Sahara reporters. MTN Nigeria, one of the country's leading telecommunications providers, has started significantly increasing its data tariffs. The company also confirmed this in a response shared on its X. The company wrote, "Yellow, thanks for stopping by. We apologize for any inconvenience and delayed response. A price increase has been implemented to enhance our services and serve you better, which is why you are seeing the updated amount." This is coming after the Nigerian Communications Commission approved a tariff increase for telecommunications companies, citing prevailing market conditions. Ruben Moka, the Commission's spokesperson, announced the decision shared in January, explaining that the approval aligns with the NCC's regulatory powers under Section 108 of the Nigerian Communications Act 2003. In compliance with this approval, Sahara reporters observed that MTN has increased the cost of data bundles by about 200%. According to the new pricing structure, the 1.5 gig data bundle, which previously cost 2,000 naira, now costs 6,000 naira. Similarly, the 1.5 terabyte plan has increased from 150,000 naira to 240,000 naira. Other affected plans include the 100 gigabyte bundle, which now costs 25,000 naira for 90 gigabytes, up from the previous 20,000 naira for 100 gigabytes. The 600 gigabyte bundle has also increased from 75,000 naira to 120,000 naira for 480 gigabytes. Wow. The price hike has sparked concerns among subscribers who are already grappling with the economic challenges in the country. Many have taken to social media to express their dissatisfaction with the new prices, calling on the company to reconsider the increase. Another user, Silva, wrote, "Nigeria is a very difficult place to live in, honestly. MTN waking up one day to increase their weekly 15 gigabyte data from 2,000 to 6,000 naira without prior warning is textbook insanity. That's 24,000 naira in a month, almost the minimum wage of the country on data. Bro, this is hell." You heard that. Now, that was MTN. If the increase has not taken effect for other telecom outfits, then just give it 5 to 7 days. They will follow suit. It's something that must happen. You know, they told us it was 50%, that government permitted them to do a 50% increase. Then Wale Edun came out and said that that is just the beginning. He said it will further increase. But some people were thinking maybe he was talking about 1 or 2 years. But now we are seeing it within weeks. Data is about 200% increase. And these companies have made it very clear. They said it is the policies of Tinubu that are causing all these things, that they are now spending times 10 what they used to spend as operational costs. That if they don't increase these things like this, the companies will fold up. So they have told Nigerians that if we have any grievances, we should direct them at Tinubu and Shetima. And I agree with them 100%. And I am done here says, we don't have government. They have succeeded in strangling the masses. That is what they are doing. Every single day, they think of how to make life worse for the people. And this video by Sulaiman Uwaisu says, until Nigerians learn how to protest, our leaders won't take us serious. In Sudan, then Bashir Umar al-Bashir was ousted out of power due to rise in the price of bread. Yes, I think it was an equivalent of 10 naira increase in the price of flour that caused the protest that led to the ousting of Bashir Umar al-Bashir. Those are people that are serious. And if Nigerians don't wake up, we will remain slaves forever. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that increase in tariff, that update from the CBN in conjunction with Aso Rock began making the rounds. Look at how the papers reported it. Nigerian Central Bank introduces new ATM transaction fees for banks, other institutions from March 1. Sahara reporters. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has introduced new automated teller machine transaction fees for banks and financial institutions effective from March 1, 2025. This move, according to CNN, in a statement signed by John S. Onoja, Acting Director, Financial Policy and Regulation Department, aims to enhance efficiency and increase the deployment of ATMs across the country. The circular titled Review of Automated Teller Machine Transaction Fees, the Apex Bank stated that the review aligns with Section 10.7 of the CBN Guide to Charges by Banks, Other Financial and Non-Bank Financial Institutions 2020. The revised fees will affect both domestic and international transactions. Under the new structure, on-us withdrawals when a customer uses their own bank's ATM will remain free. However, on-site ATM withdrawals will attract a 100 naira fee for every 20,000 naira withdrawn. For not on-us transactions, which occur when a customer withdraws from another bank's ATM, an off-site withdrawal will be charged 100 naira plus a surcharge not exceeding 500 naira per 20,000 naira. The circular clarified the surcharge, which is an income of the ATM deployer/acquirer, shall be disclosed at the point of withdrawal to the customer. International withdrawals on both debit and credit cards will be based on a cost recovery model, meaning the exact charge imposed by the international acquirer will apply. Additionally, the CBN has scrapped the previous provision that allowed customers 3 free monthly withdrawals from other banks' ATMs. The circular states the 3 free monthly withdrawals allowed for remote on-us in Nigeria under Section 10.6.2 of the Guide shall no longer apply. The directive mandates all banks and financial institutions to implement these charges by the stipulated date, that is the 1st of March. You heard that. Another tax being imposed on Nigerians to fund the lavish lifestyle of APC politicians. These people will not allow Nigerians to have their peace in any shape or form. Now, they said that this one is supposed to take effect on the 1st of March, but go to any ATM tomorrow or Friday latest. You will see that they would have started charging. And of course, that's the circular to that effect there. You can zoom in and read it yourself and look at how Nigerians react. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Gracious says, let us widen the tax net. We will reduce the purchasing power of the people to further slow down the economy, said by Tinubu. When Tinubu was campaigning, he was saying all these things and people said he was just joking. Some said maybe he had smoked. That was why he was saying those things. That how can he be campaigning against himself? But he's doing exactly the things he said. He's reducing the purchasing power of the people. And Ibukuntayo Daniel says 100 naira for 20,000 naira. How is everything increasing and salary is not? And Palladium here says for those that even have the salary, Abi, because many are unemployed. And Victor here says Tinubu will milk Nigerians dry. Let us fold our hands and see. Politicians are crumbling this economy and our purchasing power is in the dust bin. And David Ani Kaye here says, is this the only way to beat down inflation? Untold hardship on the common man continues. That is it. If the common man is tired, they have to come together to unite and then kick APC out. And Farouk Olaifa here says, despite all the craziness going on in the country, all you all can do is to continue draining the already drowning Nigerians. These people don't care. They delight in the pain of the people. You should have known that by now. And this tweet here says, central banks all over the world deal directly with banks who in turn offer services to their clients. It is unheard of that CBN should be collecting service charges directly from people. That is robbery. Which services is CBN offering to our people to demand fees paid to it? There is no form of robbery that you will not see under the Tinubu regime or under the APC. These guys are from, Peter Obi said you cannot come in through the window and say you want to clean a house. You have to come in through the right way. APC, they are specialists in rigging election, in grabbing it and forcing their way in. And when a man emerges through that kind of process, you cannot expect anything good from him. And that is why I keep saying that they have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And I encourage Nigerians to put their sentiments aside and unite. Like I've been saying, if you do an aggregate of all the people that have been tormenting this country since independence, they are not even up to 10,000 people. I doubt if they are up to 10,000 people, all of them together, from the president to the vice president to all the governors, all the ministers, all the permanent secretaries, top civil servants that have been eating Nigeria dry since independence. If we list every single one of them, they are not up to 10,000. And this is a country of over 200 million people. We moved from 99 million to 100 and something. Now we are over 200 million, getting to 300 million. So if we can unite, that strength in our unity, we will be able to demand good leadership. We will be able to install the kind of leaders that we want. And if that one we have installed misbehaved, we will still remove him. That is the process that can get us to begin to have responsible leadership. Because if these people know that whatever they do, we are not the ones who determine whether they will get there or whether they remain there, then how would they do things to please us? And the power still remains with the people, no matter how strong an organization think they are, a political party. If the people unite and say, no, I'm telling you, there's nothing they can do. And that is why I'm urging Nigerians to do that. Come together, kick your sentiments aside, unite, and get the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here, so don't go away.